Hey guys, so this is my like holiday inspired look, I guess. Part of the reason I did this is because I'm so excited about the MAC Champagne collection that's coming out. It comes out on the day after Christmas, the 26th, and it's all, I mean, I'm going to buy everything from that collection. It's all like, shimmery highlighters and pale pinks and, shimmery taupes and just totally up my alley. So, and just the idea of like the holidays and like the candlelight on your face and, everybody just looks nice in that sort of like glow. So I tried to imitate that. So I hope you guys like this and enjoy watching it. Bye. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is grab my paint pot to use as my base. This is in Rubenesque. And I'm using my 249 brush. It's a synthetic brush. I'm just going to put that all over my lid. There's also paint pot called Bare Steady that would be really good for this look because it's sort of shimmery and just a light shimmery color. But if you have like Urban Decay Primer Potion and Sin or something, that would work too. Alright, so then after that I'm going to take my 239 brush, my little shader brush, and I'm taking my NYX quad, and this is number 19, and I'm taking that middle color, which is called Champagne. And I'm just going to pat that on my lid. This is going to be a super like frosty, shimmery holiday look, I guess. Alright, so after I patted that all over my lid, I'm going to grab my crease brush, which is my 222. And for my crease color, where did it go? For my crease color, I'm going to use out of the NYX Nude on Nude Natural Kit. I'm going to use that very center color in the middle there, which is like a bronzy, another shimmery bronze color. And I'm just going to use this lightly just to sort of etch out my crease and just, show where my crease is, add a little depth to this look because it's very shimmery. Alright, so after that, I'm using like a million shadows in this. Keep getting them mixed up. Alright, after that I'm going to take my other trio, which is number 15, and I'm going to take this first color here, which is called, I'm going to take this middle color here, which is called Mink Brown, which has to be probably my favorite color ever. It's just this like light beigey, sort of champagne color, and I'm going to take that and I'm just going to kind of blend from the end, sort of the top of my crease up towards my brow bone. So I'm just sort of creating this, I don't know, this shimmery wash of color that goes up pretty far towards my brow bone. So you can see it looks like that. Alright, then I'm going to take this single shadow, which is called My Favorite Color. That's actually the name of it. And there you can see it. It's a very light, slightly pink color, and it's kind of like a luster from MAC. Like it's got a lot of shimmer to it, like actual glitter. So I'm going to take that, and that is going to be my brow bone color up here, my brow bone highlight. It's a very pretty frosty color. So I really want to look, I don't know, sort of frosty for Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate, I don't want to go overboard, but I think it's the kind of time of year when you can definitely shimmer yourself to death. And then I'm going to put that same color in my inner corner, just like this. As you can see, it's just sort of brightens up your whole face so much. It's so pretty. Okay, then for underneath my, on my lash line, I'm going to go back to the same color that I was using from the first trio. I'm going to go back to Champagne, and again I'm going to take my 239 and just get it on the very end of the brush and work it into my lash line. So this color I want to get super close to my lashes. It makes such a weird face. Alright, and then using the same brush, I'm going to go to the mink brown color that I used. And then this one I'm going to put kind of below where I just put that other color. So that you create this really deep deep line on your lower lash line there. So you can see how that looks. It's just nice and shimmery, pretty colors. Alright, next I'm going to take my 217 and I'm just going to blend this whole thing together. You can definitely blend this quite a bit because all the colors are pretty similar. And do my other eye. And then I'm just going to go back and touch up a few things. One thing I'm going to do is take my shader brush and this color, My Favorite Color again, and I'm going to take a little bit of that and just press it directly on the center of my lid. That'll kind of open up my eye because this is naturally the highest point and the most reflective point. So you can see that already makes a difference. And then I'm also going to go back to this trio here and I'm going to pump up the highlight even a little bit more. This first color is called Aloha, and it's very similar to Mink Brown, if you can see that, but it's got a pinker undertone, definitely. And I'm actually going to switch to my 217. Just going to take that and just run that right underneath my eyebrow. And that definitely pumps up the shimmer. And then I'm going to take another tiny little speck of that and put it in my inner corner again. Okay, next for my liner, since this is supposed to be a very shimmery, light sort of, you know, the way you'd look like by candlelight or something, I don't want to make, you know, do like a harsh liquid liner. So I'm going to go back to my NYX Nude on Nude Natural Look Kit, and up here is, these don't have names or numbers, but it's a matte dark brown. And I'm just going to take some of that with my 266 brush. And I'm going to line my upper lash line here. You know, it's weird. NYX does not seem to make very many matte colors. And they don't tell you, like if you go on their website, you know how MAC says like, you know, it's a luster finish or it's matte or matte squared. NYX doesn't tell you that. They just describe the color. So it's really hard if you don't see them in person to know what kind of a finish you're getting. So I'm going to put this on, I'm just pushing it onto my lash line. And you can sort of drag up the end a little bit, make it a little more flipped out, but it doesn't need to be super intense. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of that color, the same color, and press it onto my lower lash line. But just where my outer lashes are here. I don't want to bring it in too far. Okay, now after that, I'm going to take my curling, eyelash curler, that's what it's called, and curl my eyelashes. And then the mascara I'm going to use for this is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. And contrary to its name, it's not really high impact. I think it's a really pretty, sort of subtle mascara. It gives me very, like, soft, natural looking lashes, so go figure, right? And so just, you know, do a decent coat of that. It doesn't have to be really dramatic. I find when you don't have heavy liner, or especially when you're using a lot of light eyeshadows, having too thick or like or spidery looking lashes can really look, can really clash. So that's why I wanted to keep this sort of neutral. And then just do your lashes underneath. And again, focus more on the outside. I always do that though. I mean, the more color and the more emphasis you put on the outer part of your eyes, the more cat-like your eyes are going to look. So especially if your eyes, you feel like they're too close together, or if they're too round, the more liner and mascara you put out here, the farther apart and the more cat-like they're going to look. So that's just the way I do it. Alright, next up for my cheeks, I don't really want to use a blush since I want to keep this shimmery and light. So what I'm going to use is this highlighter, Benefit Moonbeam, that I showed you guys in my last video. I forgot about this. I have 2 bottles of it, but it's a good highlighter. So you can just see the brush there. It's like nail polish, and just literally just paint it on your face like that. It only takes, you only have to dip in there once. It comes out with quite a bit of product. And then you just rub it in. It's very liquidy, super pale pink. This probably wouldn't work if you have a very light skin tone. This probably wouldn't work if you have a darker skin tone, but you know, if you're like NC30 and below, it'll show up. And then do the other side. I'm so excited for Christmas. I get to go over to my boyfriend's parents' house on Christmas Eve, so I'm getting like twice the presents, because I'm getting the ones at his house and then the ones from my parents at my house, so I'm excited. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do for the highlighting. I don't want to start getting crazy with the highlighting because we're already very, very glittery, but I like it. Alright, and then what I'm going to finish off with the lips. This is another one of those super cheap lipsticks I got from that brand called The Color Workshop. And it, you know, you can get them at Walgreens or Walmart, and they come in sets. I've never seen them sold alone, but their lipsticks are fan-flippin-tastic. Like, it's really surprising. They sort of have the finish of, like, they remind me of the Maybelline lipsticks, you know, the Color Sensational ones, but they're great. So, anyway, this one, I'll swatch it for you, if you can see that. It's this sort of bronze lip color with a lot of sparkle to it. Fits in with our whole look. So I'm just going to put that on. Alright, so there is your final shimmery, pretty holiday look. I hope this was, you know, useful for you guys. I hope you like this and you want to try out this look. And I hope you guys have happy, happy holidays, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.